Hello, my name is Rachel and this is my channel, The Girl with the Pilates Mat. Welcome to class. Today we are doing 30 minutes of Pilates and we're going to be using the long resistance band. I'm calling this a beginner level workout. It's actually going to be good for everybody. It's also going to be great if you're new to Pilates or new to working with a band. All right, so if you're ready, let's begin. Okay, so come down onto your mat and let's start with the feet and the knees together. You're going to get your band pretty much putting your feet in the middle. So put the band around the feet there. Okay, holding quite close to the feet and then draw your shoulders down. Lift up through that spine, just feeling as tall and as elongated as you can be in your spine. Now we're going to take a deep breath in and we're going to breathe out. We're going to draw the abdominals in, tucking under and just coming back, feeling that band supporting you in that movement so you can maybe get down to your waistband, drawing those abdominals in. Now you take a breath in. Breathe out, pull the tummy muscles in and allow that band to help you come on up. And at the same time, keep pulling in on the abdominals. So it's a great way to work a little bit deeper. All right, you're going to take your head over and lift back up. Let's try that again. So take a breath in, breathe out, draw your abdominals in. And think of your pelvis, it's tipping back. And all the time you're trying to pull in and up on those abdominal muscles. When you get to your waistband, take a deep breath in. Breathe out, pull your tummy muscles in first and try and keep them pulled in all the way through that movement up. Take your head over. Lifting back up, nice elongated spine. Last one, deep breath in. Breathing out, draw the abdominals in. Pulling in and up on that pelvic floor. Coming down to that waistband. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out slowly, coming up. Now really try and feel that work. Really try and keep pulling in on those abdominals. Well done. Head comes over and we're going to lift on up. Excellent. So we're going to work our way down to the floor. So I'm just going to wiggle forward. Suggest you do the same. All right, so take a deep breath in, breathe out, same idea, we're going to go back. At this time we're going to go all the way down, so you're going to start to lift your feet up and your feet are now in a tabletop position. So tabletop is shins parallel to the floor and ideally we want those feet, if you're able to see it, feet and knees in line with each other. Now bring your hands back towards the end of the band. All right, and I want you to just hold the band out, so palms are up. So the idea is you're supporting the weight of your legs. You're going to draw those abdominals in so we're not arching the back. And we're going to do the spine twist. So we're going to take the knees over to the right, keeping the elbows on the floor. And then you're going to exhale, bring the tummy in and come back to the center. Other way, so it's a small movement. Inhale over, exhale to come up. So really focus on controlling the legs. You don't want them to drop, okay? Because this is an abdominal movement rather than a stretch. And up, good. Inhale as you go over and exhale to come up. Inhale over, exhale up. Use your abdominals, inhale over and exhale to come up. Well done. Now I want you to slip your left leg out of the band and just let that reach along the floor. Okay, so now just get yourself comfy. We want to bring those elbows closer to the side of your body and think of your heel leading the way. So you're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to push your heel forward like you're trying to draw a straight line. So you'll feel this in the back of the leg. So working the back of the leg and the gluteals, and then you're going to inhale, return. Exhale. So your hands have to stay still. That's how you create the resistance for the leg, hip and bottom muscles. Exhale as you go forward. And inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. So try and keep that knee in line with the hip. So knees are not going out or in. Exhale forward. And back, last one. Exhale forward. And back. Now same leg, you're just going to extend the leg to the ceiling as straight as you're able. Okay. If you're able to straighten it, then it's fully straight like so. And we're going to do the leg circle. So you're going to take the leg over to your left. Allow your pelvis to move. Take the leg down. Take it out to the side and bring it up. Again, so we're going to go over, down, out and up. So this is for mobility of the hip. As you can feel, you had a lovely little stretch in the legs as well. That's it, 2 more, over, down, out and up, and over, down, out and up. Let's go back the other way. So circle in reverse, out to the side, down, across and up. Out, down, across and up. Good. Out, down, across and up. Last 2. Out, down, across and up. And out, down, across and up. Now really flex that foot and think about drawing the leg towards you. Now if you want a bit more assistance, you can wrap your hand around like so and use the band to pull that leg towards you. So now we're into the stretch of the hamstring. Now I want you to turn your foot inwards so you can feel a stretch on the outside of the ankle. Taking the leg over to your left, you're going to feel the stretch all the way down the outside of that leg. My voice is going a little higher because I can feel that stretch. Good. Hold it there. 3 breaths if you can. Good, straighten the foot up, bring it back to the center. Now this time, turn the whole leg out from the hip. And think of bringing the leg towards you, but out to the side, as if it was to go over your right shoulder. So you're getting a hamstring stretch, but also a stretch of the inner thighs. You can pull out slightly on your left arm if you want to support yourself or that leg a little more. Good. And then bring it back. Let's unwrap those hands. Bring the left foot up. We're going to switch over now. So left foot inside the band. Right leg is going to slide along the floor. And we're going to do it all from the top. Okay, so from here we're going to bend that leg. Creating resistance with the arms. So let's have that nice bicep curl position. And then think of pressing the heel out. I want you to visualize that you're drawing a straight line with that heel, okay? So you can really feel the back of the leg and the bottom muscle working. And in. Pressing out. And in. 3 more. Out. And in. Out. And in. Last one. Out and in. Now extend that leg up. You can loosen your grip slightly for the circles. So we're going to take the leg over, bring it down, circle it out to the side and up, across, down, out and up, across, down, out and up, across, down, out and up, and across, down, out and up. Let's go back. So reversing the circle, going out first and then down, across and up. out, down, across and up. Out, down, across and up. Out, down, across and up. And out, down, across and up. Now let's give that hamstring a stretch. So you're going to draw it towards you. If you want, you can wrap your hands around and then think of giving yourself a little bit more help there. Remember, when you're stretching, you don't want to be kind of yanking on the leg. You want to kind of pull it gently towards you. Now let's take 3 deep breaths here. Now we're going to turn that foot inwards and then very gently take that leg across. You're going to feel a deep stretch down the outside of that leg. You stop wherever it feels right for you. Try and breathe into it. Try and relax. Straighten the foot up, bring it back to the center. Let's turn the whole leg out from the hip. Now think of that foot going over your left shoulder. So you're going out but up, out and up, out and up. Pulling back on that right hand if you want to give yourself a little bit of support there. Well done. And then coming back. Lovely work. All right, let's bring that foot down. And we're going to take the band off the feet. We're going to switch the position of the band. So I want you to come into a knees bent position. Band as flat as possible. Okay, and you're going to place it behind your head. So if you're like me, you've got a ponytail. It goes under your ponytail. It's going under the round part of your skull. And you should feel the band sort of going around the top of your ears. Okay, you're holding on with your hands. This is to support your weight of your head. It's a great way to do your abs without getting any neck strain. So here we go. We're going to lie down. Going to take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, think of gently lifting that head and at the same time pulling in and up on those abdominal muscles, coming as high as you can. Taking a breath in there and then breathing out, lowering down, looking after and supporting that head. So take a deep breath in, breathing out as you lift. Coming up as high as you can. I find I can go a little higher when I've got that band for support. Inhale. And then exhale to come back down. Again, deep breath in and exhale to lift. Inhale to hold and exhale down. 3 to go. Deep breath in. Exhale to lift. Inhale to hold and exhale down. Deep breath in. Exhale to lift. Inhale to hold and exhale down. Now we're going to come up and stay up on the next one. Deep breath in and exhale to lift. Inhale to hold, and as you exhale, we're going to do a gentle rotation to the right, supporting that head, but rotating at the waist. Inhale, stay up, but come back to center. Then exhale, rotating left. Inhale, center. We're trying to keep our hips still, just rotating from the waist muscles, right and center. Left and center. Right and center. Left and center. 2 more sets. Right and center. So keep pulling yourself up. Left and center. Last 2. Right and center. Left and center. Take a deep breath in. Try and come a little higher. And then breathing out. Coming all the way down. Taking that band away. Well done. Super. Okay, so from here, we're going to put the band back around the feet. So bring your feet up, band nice and flat, feet and knees together. Place the heels down. Your choice, you can have the knees bent or straight. I like them straight, but it's up to you, whatever feels right for you. You want your arms extended, but you want to feel that you are pulling on the band slightly because you're going to use this to help you do the roll up now. So we breathe in, lifting the head, looking forward. Breathe out, pulling as much as you need to on that band to bring yourself up, but making sure you pull in on the abdominals. You don't want them doming out. We're going to go all the way up and over. Head down towards the knees and then lifting up into that lovely elongated spine. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, use the band to help you, whatever you feel you need. This is great if it is challenging for your abdominals, the roll up. So this is one way you can do it. Coming down. So we breathe in to lift the head. Just the head is lifted at this point. Now breathe out, so pull in on the abdominals and bring yourself up. Now if you find it relatively easy, you can keep fairly relaxed on those hands. Come over and lifting up. Let's do it again. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking under. Coming all the way back. Inhale to lift your head. Exhale to come up. Head goes over, down towards the knees. And lifting up. I'm going to try and get 2 more in. I know we're doing a 30-minute class, but these are so good for you. Good. Inhale. Exhale, up and over. And lift, draw those shoulders back. Last one. Exhale, coming down. Good. Inhale, lifting that head. Exhale, coming up and over. And lifting up. Well done. All right, from there, let's bend those knees. Now we're going to do the rolling exercise. This is a classic Pilates movement, very good for the core, very good for your spinal muscles. So you're going to have your hands really close to your feet for this one. This is a great way to do it because you're taking the weight of the legs. So we're going to lift those feet up and think of pulling your knees towards your chest. So I want you to feel that you're trying to just hold your balance. You're tipping back slightly, but you're just holding your balance with your abdominals. Okay, and then from there, just pull your feet towards you and you'll initiate that roll back and roll back up again. Okay, so you pull the knees towards you. You softly breathe in as you go back. Big breath out to come up. Again, bring it in and up. Inhaling back, exhaling up. One more. Inhaling back, exhaling up. Well done, and place those feet down. You're doing great. So we're going to leave the band around the feet, but we're going to scoot back a little. And what I want you to do is have your feet apart this time. So use lots of adjusting when you're working with the band. Again, you want that band fairly flat. And we're going to do the spine stretch forward. So your feet are just inside the width of your mat. You are sitting up nice and tall, so as straight a spine as you can have. Feet are flexed, and you bend your knees as much as you need to for your flexibility. All right, we take a breath in. We're going to breathe out, take the chin to the chest, draw the abdominals in and come forward. And again, you're just gently using that band to bring you into a little deeper stretch. So it's great for getting a little bit deeper in the exercise. Then you're going to inhale there and exhale to come back up. Let's try that one again. Deep breath in, breathing out into the chest, Abdominals pulling in, pulling back on that band as you continue to pull in on the abdominals, trying to get your head down. Imagine it could go between your knees. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back up, just draw those shoulders down. Now we're going to do a slight change. So start the same way, deep breath in. Breathing out, chin to chest. Coming down. Think of aiming towards your knees with the crown of your head. Now from there, I want you to pull back on the band and think of reaching the crown of the head forward. Shoulders drawing down, extending that spine. You're trying to get a really kind of straight but diagonal line with the back. And then just come up from there and just release the tension there in your arms. Let's try that again. Deep breath in. Breathing out. So we're taking the chin to the chest. We're taking the crown of the head down towards the knees. We're now going to pull back on that band. This is to help us. Now we're going to reach out the crown of the head. Think of trying to draw that diagonal line. You're going to feel the stretch down through the legs, maybe in the back of the knees, and then you're going to come up. Release the tension on the band. Let's do it one more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, chin to the chest, rounding down. Crown of the head down towards the knees. Draw the hands back, extending out. That's it, good. And coming all the way up. Wonderful. Now bring your feet together. Okay, and bring your hands a little lower down on that band. Okay, we're going to do some rotation sitting. So I want you to think of drawing your shoulders down. And then you're going to bring your one elbow, whichever elbow, the closest one to me, back. So imagine it's like you're pulling back on a bow, as if you're going to fire an arrow. Okay, so elbow goes back, and now your head is going to turn. You're going to use this band to help you get a little bit more rotation. And then come back. So take a breath in. We're going the other way. Exhale. Think of drawing the elbow back and then following around, trying to look behind you. And back to the center. Changing sides. Exhale, rotate. And inhale, center. Exhale to rotate. Inhale, center. Last two. Exhale to rotate. Inhale, center. And exhale to rotate. Inhale, center. Okay, so from here, we're going to do a little abdominal work with the bicep exercise. So we're going to wrap, can you see, we're going to take the band and you're going to wrap around once. All right, so you're holding that band, you've got a good grip on it. Okay, you might need to adjust depending, it might be too strong, not strong enough. You have to work that out. And what I want you to do is think of a nice straight back, but think of leaning back on a diagonal line. Can you see? So my back is straight, but we're in a diagonal line. And then you're going to lift the arms up, okay? And then from there, little bicep curl for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, for 6, for 7, for 8. Well done. And then bring yourself up. Now I forgot to cue you. You need to point your toes down. So I hope nobody hit themselves in the face with their band. Now I'm going to get you to take your hands to the end of the band, wrap around once. End of the band, wrap around once. Bring your arms up. So we're in this position now. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come back. Okay. Think of a nice long line. Now reach your arms out. Bicep curl. Out and curl. Out and curl. Out and curl. For 4. And 3, and 2, and 1. Well done. Come on up. Nice straight back. Keep those toes pointing down. Now try and take your elbows out to the side and back. So don't let them drop. Just take them to the side and back. Out and back. out and back, out and back. One more time, out and back. Good. So from there, I am going to take my left leg out of the band and roll towards you. Okay, so you want your right leg on top. We've got the band here, all right, and we're going to hold this band. You want to get the ends even if possible. That's it. All right, so you'd go down onto your elbow, but you're going to pull the band into the other hand as well. So you're holding with both hands. Okay, this leg is bent. Now you're going to lift up through here. All right, we're going to lift this leg up so it's in line with the hip, but try not to sink down or crease here. So think of really lifting up. Okay, and then you can take your hand as low as you want for support. So the more support, the lower, less support if you come higher up. And then we're going to take the leg forward. We're going to point the toe and try and reach the leg back without arching the back. So think about moving in that direction up. Okay, bring it forward and reach it back. Flex it forward and point as you go back. Flex it forward and point as you go back. Flex it forward and point as you go back. One more, flex. And point. Well done. Bring that leg around and let's switch. Okay, so switch into the other foot, other side. Down onto that elbow. So think of resetting this core part of your body first. So we've got abdominals in, we're lifting out of the shoulders. So think of pressing the mat with your elbow. That'll help you lift here and then raise the leg up. As much support as you want, coming forward and reaching back. So we flex forward, we point as we go back. We flex forward and take it back. Flex it forward and take it back. Flex it forward and take it back. One more time, flex and take it back. Well done, come on up. Last exercise coming up. So let's take the band, lie on your front. All right, so we're going to try a little back extension. Now what I want you to do is create this shape with your hands, okay? But you're going to be holding your band as you do that. Okay, so you want your band about this wide and you're going to bring your hands into that position. It's like a diamond shape. Okay. Shoulders are relaxed, elbows down, feet just slightly apart. And you've got, it's almost like where your third eye is. So you've got that triangle and you could almost rest your forehead on your hands there. And then you're going to take a deep breath in and start to lift the head up. Keep pulling the abdominals in and pushing up as much as you can, as long as that feels all right for your spine. And then slowly come back down. Again, breathing in, lifting. Shoulders stay down. And what I mean by that is you don't want to be lifting your shoulders towards your ears. So you want to keep that nice position of the scapula as you lift. One more like that. Tummy muscles in. Visualize you've got an ice cube under your belly button so we don't let that abdominal wall go. Now you're going to lift up one more time. All right, taking the weight into your left arm. Here's your challenge. You're going to try and lift your right arm up and pull. 1, 2, 3, and bring it down. Left arm comes up and pull. 1, 2, 3. Bring it down, deep breath in, and exhale slowly down. Leave the band where it is, hands under your shoulders, press yourself up, and let's just do a little cat stretch to finish. So take a deep breath in, exhale, tucking under, give yourself a really good stretch there. And inhale back the other way. Exhale, tucking under. And inhale the other way. Last one, exhale, tuck under. And inhale back the other way. And there you go. That is your session for today, everyone. So thank you very much for joining me. It's lovely to see you. Do press the like button if you did this session with me, you enjoyed the session. Please show your support by pressing the like button. And if you want to subscribe and get those regular updates and notifications when I'm going live, please do subscribe. The other benefit is if you are a subscriber, you can talk to me live on the chat when I'm live, which is what I am today. All right, so I hope to see you soon. Take care and bye for now. Well done, everyone. I went slightly over time. Hopefully that's okay for you. I'm just going to come and look at the screen. I've had a few messages coming up, so I wanted to make sure that you could all see me okay. But I think you can. Looks all right. You can see the light is changing because we're at the end of our day here in the UK, and it's been a very sunny day today. Hence all that light on the back there, which is rather lovely. Anyway, let me know what you thought of the session. I would love to know because we haven't done a resistance band class for a while. Now, if you do have to rush off, I know a lot of you have to go to work. Quick heads up what's coming this week. We have a cardio session for you on a Wednesday. That is a dancer style workout, which I know a lot of you love, so you don't have to be a dancer. It's just dance exercises. Okay, that's coming on Wednesday morning. And then on Friday, which is when I'll be live again, I'm going to do it, we talked about it last week, a bar workout. So it's a bar Pilates workout, all standing with a chair. And what I decided was that for the month of March, I would make all my lives workouts with pieces of equipment. So we're using a chair on Friday, and there's other bits of kit, for example, like balls, resistance bands. There's the magic circle. Let me just go get that for you. The Pilates ring, or magic circle as we call it. So one of these, and of course the weights. So we're going to try and do all our lives in March with a piece of equipment. If you don't have equipment, don't worry. I plan to do a little post on the community page about what the bits of equipment are that I use and that I recommend. You may already have them, but if you don't, then you'll better see the ones that I'm using and buy those, and then join in with that, because it's nice to, I think we've done a couple of really good solid months this year of mat work, and now I want to show you all the other things that you can bring into your practice. All right, so that's what's coming up. Okay, I'm heading straight to the chat to see who's here. So hello to June Kowalczak. Lovely to see you, June. June was saying you're looking forward to the workout. You're tired after a busy weekend at a hockey tournament with your daughter and grandsons. Well, I hope your tournament went well. Hope everyone enjoyed themselves. Thanks for joining us, June. Hello to the lovely Nancy H. Hi, Nancy. Really good to see you. Hello to Masichaba Lethoba. Lovely to see you. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. And thank you for the flower. That's lovely. And the same to you. Great to see you today. Hello to Martine de Kerpel. Hi to Cheryl in Virginia. Virginia's, you're asking Cheryl about snow. No snow. As you can see, very sunny. It's actually quite warm in the UK. It's something like 11 degrees. So really nice weather. All the spring flowers are coming up. It's rather glorious at the moment, so that's good. Judy Clark. Hello, Judy Clark. Judy says, I have not seen you in a very long time. So good to see your wonderful demonstrations of how we can keep up a healthy body even as we age, right at home on our mat. I'm now 76 years old and going for 100. Yes, Judy. Good for you, and I'm going to help you get there. Lovely to see you, Judy. Thanks for joining us today. Belinda, hello to you. You've got sound issues. Not sure what that is. It doesn't look like anyone else's. So yes, do check your text. Sometimes it's the classic one. My husband Kerwin always tells me this. If there's any technical problems, first thing always to do is switch off and switch on. It's amazing how that can change everything. So I hope you managed to enjoy this session, Belinda. Hello to Tricia Sutton. Hello to Marina Clarick. I know Marina's watching this at work. Hello, Marina. Lovely to see you today. Judy Clark, you're off to babysit, but you plan to get back to some regular work with me whenever you can, which is absolutely wonderful. Hello to Emma Curtis. Hello, Emma. Thank you so much for your donation today, Emma. So much appreciated. And also Nancy H, thank you very much for your donation as well. Tricia, you enjoyed the session. Really glad to hear that. Nancy H says, second ballet class, and I got three good Nancys from the teacher. I give Rachel all the credit. Oh, bless you, Nancy. I'm so glad you've gone back to it and you're really enjoying yourself. Belinda says, first time using bands. Thumbs up, great. Hope we can do that again. Absolutely, Belinda. And for any of you who want to try some of these other workouts, I've got a playlist called Pilates with small equipment. So everything I use in that is something that's under, in pounds, certainly £20. I don't know what that is in dollars, maybe $25. So small bits. So I have a couple with the ring. I've also got a roller, the ball, the weights, resistance bands. You'll find all of those. They are also in the Pilates with small equipment playlist. Oh, I don't know if I focus. Let me just focus so you can see me okay. Okay, who else have we got? We have Anne Pappas. Hello, Anne. Nice to see you. Anne says, that was wonderful. I love those TheraBand leg stretches in particular. I still have my grey band from 20 years ago. Wow, Anne, that's amazing because my bands don't last very long. They generally, I find with bands, just a little tip for everyone, is because of what they're made of, it's really good to keep them out of the sunlight, so store them somewhere that's cool and dark. If they're anywhere near heat or light, they tend to wear out very quickly, just to let you know. June Kowalsak says, thanks, Rachel. That felt so good. Badly needed after my crazy weekend at hockey tournament with the daughter and the grandsons. Feeling lovely and stretched out. Well, I'm delighted. Well done, June. Good stuff. Nancy H says, I love equipment. Thank you, Rachel. Who else have we got here? Lots of lovely people here today. We've got Judy Clark says, Wednesday workout and a chair on Friday. I hope to catch up with you soon. Karen says, hello, Karen. I'm loving the 3 workouts a week, Rachel. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to try and keep that up, Karen. I've got to record some new ones, actually. So you've just reminded me because I've got a batch. I tend to sort of film a batch and then leave them. And I'm nearly at the end of that now. So I'll have to get on with that this week. Who else have we got? We've got Jeanette. Hello, Jeanette. Jeanette says, hi, Rachelettes. Rachel, Cohen and Boo, a great band class. I didn't get into any major tangles and I love the pace to keep focus on the muscle strength. Thank you. You're very welcome, Jeanette. It's nice, isn't it? Well, I think working at that kind of what I call a considered pace is a really good way to get the most out of it because you're not rushing to keep up. I mean, me personally, if I go to classes with some teachers out and about in London and so on, sometimes they go so fast, I don't feel I've got time to get myself into the right position to do the exercise. So that's why I teach at what I would call a considered pace. So I'm really glad you found the benefit of that. Thank you for sharing. Hello to Daisy. Hi, Daisy. Daisy, don't forget on Friday, we're doing our ballet bar class with a chair. I know you're going to love that. So do check that one out when you can. Stephanie Langton says, thank you. Another great session. what make of resistance band do you have? Mine is a bit short, but it worked well enough. So Kerwin's put just beneath there, Stephanie, he's put the resistance band. So this one that I'm using, I do have a shorter one, which is fine for some stuff. Me personally, I prefer these longer ones. So this is a 2 meter long band. So that would be, it comes up as 2 meters on Amazon. It's the longer one. So what's that? 6+ feet. It's over 6 feet. So if it's longer, it just gives you more options. So it gives you certainly easier for all the leg work. And then of course, if you're doing arm work, you can, as we were doing, you can kind of turn it around your hand to create more resistance. But these are super, these. I've been using these for a while, this brand, they're called Core Steady. And these are really good bands. This is a light band, and to be honest, it's enough because I can make it as strong as I want by just reducing the length of it, as you saw yourselves when you did the session. Martine de Kerpel, hi Martine, says that was wonderful. I could go down onto the waistband now. Well done, Martine. I could even roll up with straight legs. I tried, but rolling up was tougher on my pelvic floor. I drank too late before class. Yes, it's a good point there, Martine. I tend to sip a bit of water before class, but I always think it's best not to eat at least. I try and eat 2 hours maximum, a minimum of 2 hours before class. So we had class at 4 today. I always eat quite late on a Monday because I like to fast for longer over Sundays. But I think I ate about 1:30 because I wanted to have enough time. So I had 2.5 hours before I had to move. So very important. And it's funny how a lot of people, you don't think about that and you suddenly realise, don't you, when you start moving. So having a nice space, so try and give it 2 hours at least before having a lot of liquid or a lot of food when you've got a class on. It's just because, and the reason I say that is because the sort of work we do in Pilates and you were all doing today, we're working with a lot of intra-abdominal pressure, right? And that basically means, you know, in Pilates, we emphasize the pulling in and up always. I always say in and up because, and I'll just show you if I can, I'm just looking at my screen. In, so in terms of muscles, you want the feeling of them coming in this way, but the pelvic floor, which is down here, you want the feeling of it lifting up. So it's like everything is coming in and up like that. But by doing that, you create quite a lot of pressure internally in the abdomen. So you don't want to have you don't want to be full of food when you do that. Fine to eat afterwards, of course. So there we go. Jasmine, hello to the lovely Jasmine, who I know is in Rottingdean. Great to see you. Jasmine says, great workout. Does it matter if my resistance bands are short, less than 2 meters? No, if you can do the work, Jasmine, and it's all fine for you, then don't worry about it. I've got long arms and legs, so for me it really does work better to have a longer band. If you've got a short band but you didn't have any problems with those exercises as we were doing them today, then I'd say fine, stick with the short band. Only get yourself a longer one if you found that some of them weren't achievable because your band was too short. Carla La Bombard, hello lovely Carla, nice to see you. Carla says, hello to Rachelettes, Kerwin and Boo. I enjoyed this workout, Rachel. Love starting my Mondays with you. Well, I feel the same, Carla, so thank you for that. Stephanie Langton says, Kerwin, thank you for the links to the equipment. I'll take a look. Yeah, have a look at those, Stephanie. They're really good to get yourself, and for everyone, Stephanie and everyone listening at the moment, I really recommend you get this little kit. Honestly, you can fit it all in a little basket, put it in the corner of the room or in your wardrobe, but it just gives you lots more options. And there's a whole playlist of stuff that I've been doing over the last 4 years since COVID with different bits of equipment. So you can go right back to the beginning, and all the workouts are different. Some of the exercises may be the same, but the choreography, the order, the emphasis, I try and make that different every session, so it makes it really enjoyable but also challenging for you. Cheryl says, Is there an option, excuse me, is there an option to use instead of the magic ring? Not really. It's quite a specific piece of kit, Cheryl. So if you don't have one, then I would suggest you get yourself one if you can. If you don't have access or it's not affordable, totally understand. But if you can get yourself one, there isn't really an option because if I hold this for you here, this one has the double pads, which I do recommend. Some of you may have one already. Having a pad on the inside as well as the outside, great. But because it's resistance, this ring, yeah, and there's lots of ways you can do it. So you can do sort of lots of chest exercises this way. You can do arm exercises this way. There's lots of leg things that we do with a ring. It's quite hard to adapt. I suppose some of it, Cheryl, you might be able to do by using a loop band, but you won't be able to do the stuff where we're pressing inwards, which is the benefit of the ring because it works in the other direction, which we probably do less of, I think, in Pilates, moving in that direction. So in other words, squeezing in with the hands or the knees, for example, really good for toning the inner thighs. So do get yourself one if you can. Diane Messner, hello to you, Diane, lovely to see you. Diane says, back after months away from you, first time with the band, and I loved it. You are such a wonderful instructor. Well, thank you, Diane. Welcome back. Lovely to see you here. And yeah, hopefully you're going to stay with me now for the rest of the year. And we're going to get you feeling really good in mind and body, because you know that's what we're all about here at this channel. Belinda says, hi, just switched TV on now and had the volume back. Yay! There you go, Belinda. Isn't it amazing? Off and on, and it works. Nancy H says, I found the band supporting my head was less supportive than using my hands, assuming it makes no real difference. Well, not really. It's up to you. It's just an option. Some people find the neck can be an issue for a lot of people, I know, and I've had lots of experience of that. And there's generally two ways people go with their neck when they're doing a chest lift, so an abdominal lift, chest lift or chest lift with rotation. They will either lead with the chin, in other words, they will go, let me go sideways for you, they'll go this way. Of course, that puts a lot of tension on the back of the neck. Also really pulls here. Or the other thing is they just tuck their chin right down like this. And again, that's not good because all of which causes tension. So the idea of the band or the hands, you can use either, is that you are trying to keep your spine in your neck in a neutral position. I'm just going to try and do it here. I like the band personally because I find it easier on my arms because your arms are here supporting you and you're supporting right under that part of the skull. And the point of it is, let me try and go sideways, is that the gap between your chin, yeah, and your chest doesn't really change. You're just coming up and back down, okay? And the idea is you're not doing that or doing that. So all I would say, Nancy, is if you prefer the hands, not a problem, is the same idea. Try and have those hands as a cue to not move your chin, try and keep it there. What a lot of people do, and it's quite a nice cue that I say to some people, is to think almost of pressing your head back into the hands or the band so that you maintain this. What you don't want to change is this distance. Yeah, because if that changes as you lift, you're kind of straining your neck one way or the other. And we want to get rid of that because necks are so delicate. And the older you get, the more delicate they become. Yeah, because the bones in your neck are tiny. The vertebrae, they're tiny, tiny, tiny. And you really got to look after them, okay? And as we all know, when you get older, the discs between your vertebrae, they tend to get thinner. They become less spongy and they dry out. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what happens when we age. So we're always talking, that's why I always cue you to think about that elongation, that lifting up, yes, to try and get that lovely, almost like decompression of your spine, yeah? Okay, you're looking forward to Wednesday session, Daisy. Really good to know. Sue Wood says, enjoyed that. Thank you. Would I be able to do the ring class without a ring? I don't see why not. I can think about that when I plan it and try and give you cues. I try and do a class so that it works for everyone. So I will keep that in mind, Sue. But again, if you're able to buy a ring, buy one, because there's lots of things we can do with one. But don't worry, if you don't have a ring, we'll still make it work for you. Phyllis Clyburn, hello Phyllis, really nice to see you. Phyllis says, Rachel, would you recommend this workout for someone with osteopenia? Thank you. Okay, so Phyllis, with osteopenia, you're kind of a precursor to osteoporosis, and the plan is we're going to make sure you don't go that way. So obviously, you know, I'm sure you've seen someone, if you know that you have osteopenia, you're doing all the nutritional things you need to do for it. In terms of movement, there's some leeway, I think, between osteoporosis and osteopenia. In Pilates, I mean, generally when the Royal Osteoporosis Society in the UK, what they recommend is don't do anything where you are moving really quickly in a flexed direction. So that would be suddenly flexing your spine that way, or suddenly rotating that way. And as you know, we don't ever do that in Pilates. Everything is considered and controlled. That said, some people get nervous about what movements to do. We didn't do anything super twisty today. The only things maybe the sitting spinal rotation. Again, you can do that, just reduce the rotation. Because what I always say with this, and I've actually had, I'm going to tell you this, I've actually had someone contact me and tell me off for doing exercises that in their opinion are not right for someone with osteoporosis. Now, my view on that is, I don't know any of you. I don't know exactly how you move, what level of osteoporosis you may have. So everything I do is general, and I follow the general rules as told by and as done in sort of scientific research, which is freely available online. I always refer to the Royal Osteoporosis Society in the UK. I take all my guidance from them on what to do, what to avoid. The general rule is to avoid flexion and rotation. In my experience, people with osteopenia, in answer to your question, sorry, a bit of a long-winded answer, Phyllis. In answer to your question, I don't think it's a problem to do a small bit of rotation, a small bit of flexion, as long as you're not compressing really hard, as long as you're not rotating, using weights and rotating. That wouldn't be something I would recommend. And if you think about it, there are things you have to do in life. So that's the way I look at it. So in life, you know, we all have to get something out of a kitchen cupboard, which would mean we'd have to rotate and get something out of that cupboard and bring it down. So to me, that kind of movement is not something I'm going to worry about for someone with osteopenia. And equally, if I drop something on the floor, or my lovely dog here, I want to give my dog a little pat on the head, well, I'm going to have to lean down to do that. But I'm not going to do it suddenly, I'm going to do it gently. So that would be my view on that. If you'd like to do very specific sessions to help you build bone density and bone strength, what I would recommend for you is to go and do my osteoporosis friendly sessions. Now they're more gauged, Phyllis, towards people who are already fully osteoporotic. Your osteopenia is your very early days, so I really wouldn't worry too much. Just make sure you take the necessary supplements, make sure you're having your vitamin D, make sure you are working with weights, and make sure you keep doing the resistance work, because you definitely need to be doing lots of resistance work, because the more we work on building our muscles, the more they pull on the bone. And when they pull on the bones, the bone creates more bone. And essentially that's what you need to do, all right? So I wouldn't worry. I would think you would be okay. But if you have any concerns, I have a whole playlist, which is where I put the really super safe sessions for people with osteoporosis. So it might be good for you to kind of move between the two, Phyllis. Have a look at them, see what you think. Loving Life, hello to you. Says, hello, I'm new here. Do you have a video on what to eat every day, including portions? Thank you so much. Hello to you, Loving Life. I don't do any videos actually currently on nutrition. I might be doing those in the future. I might bring someone in to help us with that. No, but I can tell you, Loving Life, if you're interested, I am an advocate of the keto green way of eating. I started doing that with my husband about, oh my goodness, 3 years ago now. Yeah, about 3 years ago. And it's worked really, really well for us in terms of kind of energy. I mean, we are older, so I'm 60. So it's helped with my energy. It helped with me coping with menopausal symptoms. It's helped with building muscle mass. So it's quite a high protein diet, but it includes a lot of vegetables, particularly green leafy vegetables. So you can't see it here, but in my garden, I have a vegetable patch and I grow onions and leeks and cabbage and all those sorts of things. We eat lots of green vegetables. So it's certainly something that we can come to down the line. But if you're interested, have a look. If you Google keto green, you'll see the book on Amazon. It's very, very good. It's got recipes in and everything, but I found it's really helped with managing the hormone balance and getting my blood sugar levels pretty much stable. That will make the biggest difference, you know. And I think the problem is for all of us, there's too much information, which is why I kind of shy away from, you know, doing too much on nutrition, because I know there's lots of wonderful clinical nutritionists out there who are, you know, trained in that field. I'm not trained as a nutritionist. I just read a lot, research a lot, find people I like, try things out, and I've tried that and that kind of works well for me. What I can tell you, which is a very simple thing to do, Loving Life, is fasting, intermittent fasting, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Everyone I know who's tried it has found it really, really helpful. And I think a lot of people are scared of fasting because they see it or think of it as some kind of deprivation of food, like you're starving yourself, and you're not really. It's all you're doing is you're increasing the time between one meal and another. Only one meal, so you increase the time between your evening meal and the first time you eat the following day. So when me and my husband started doing this 3 years ago, we just started moving dinner 15 minutes earlier and breakfast 15 minutes later. And basically, the more time you can give your body to digest food, the better it's going to be. It really helps your whole kind of system. And if you're someone that has other issues going on, I can really tell you it certainly helps. So we're now at the point where we fast daily, probably between 14 and 16 hours. So we don't have breakfast now. We have black coffee in the morning, and then we have our first meal around 12 or 1, somewhere around that, sometimes a bit later, sometimes 2, and then we'll have another meal around 7, and then we won't eat again until the following lunchtime. But we're still drinking lots of fluids, herbal teas, that kind of stuff. But all of that, there's lots of great information in the Keto Green book, so have a look at that, see what you think. June Kowalczak says, I love using different props for Pilates, adds interest and a challenge. Have a container I keep in the corner full of my props. Lovely to hear. Thank you, June. Sue, hello to you. Yes, enjoyed the session. Nancy 8 says, oh my neck was hurting me and I think I had wrongly positioned the band. Thank you, Rachel, for demonstrating. So glad that helped. Nancy, yes, take care of that lovely neck of yours. Cheryl from Virginia says, gosh, I've been doing the chest lift with my neck completely wrong. No wonder my neck still hurts. Thank you for demonstrating that. Oh, I'm delighted that worked, that demonstration. Really glad. Okay, so you all know now about that, keeping that distance, yes. Char B, hello to you, Char. Lovely to see you. Oh my gosh, I just remembered it's Monday. I'm going to do this afternoon. Well, enjoy it when you do, Char. Lovely to see you. And that was your 5th super sticker. Thank you for your lovely emoji. Kimby says, I have osteopenia and I do all the exercises. Oh, there you go, Phyllis, if you're still listening. My doctor has not given me any restrictions on movement. I also do weight training as weight-bearing exercise is critical. Thank you, Kim. Absolutely brilliant. And there you go. So that's good to hear, Phyllis, isn't it? From someone who has the same condition as you. Child B says, I have osteopenia in my hip, but I also have osteoporosis in my left wrist. So unfortunately, I have both, but I'm trying to be more gentle as far as doing planks. I do them against the wall for my wrist. Perfect. And that's still weight bearing, so that's really good, Char. Marina Clarick says, I have done 40 minutes one yesterday. This would be a nice one for today. I like to mix it up, cardio, classic and weight Pilates during the week. Wonderful stuff. All right, my lovely friends, I just want to send you lots and lots of love. Take care of yourselves. Try not to worry about what's going on in the world. Everything will settle down at some point. Just stick with your movement. Stick with that positivity. Remember, I'll have a new video out for you on Wednesday, and I will be back live on Friday. Friday, you're going to need a chair. You want the chair to have a back that's kind of around the height of your hip or maybe a little bit higher, so you've got a little something to lean on. We're going to be doing a nice standing bar and Pilates session on Friday. All right, so that's it for now. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Lots of love. Bye bye.